Hi Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. There's always an extended reading. The link is below. I invite you to join me for it, or you can join my Unbound membership and get all the extended, unlimited access for the life of your membership, plus all the other benefits of being a member. So check that out. Virgo, your video comes out every single Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And if you'd like, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you can get it hot off the press. This is an energy reading, so even though the astrology that I'm going to start off with is time sensitive, I know for a fact that this video is coming to you exactly when it needs to come to you. So even if it comes to you a year later, you know that the astrology tells you when all that energy was set off and the ripple effect began. And then you can tell but when it hit you, when the energy actually reached you, but it reached you at just the right time. And at least you have a frame of reference as to what was going on when the astrology happened. So we're going to get into the astrology, but one more thing. I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'm going to attach the link above. I do daily tarot card readings there on live chat, so you can join me as I read the tarot cards. I'd love to have you there. The link is above. So let's get into the astrology for this week. Mercury is your ruling dignitary, and it is in retrograde. Now, Mercury retrogrades for you, if you allow yourself to slow down, which I actually think you guys are better at than Gemini. Gemini is more quick, paced, fast, punchy. They're air signs. But as an earth sign, slow and steady and pedantic is something that you're okay with. You tend to really thrive in that kind of energy. And so, Virgo, retrogrades are times for healing for you. They're times for reflection. They're times where the best excuse in the world, slow down. Let me slow down. The world needs to slow down. In fact, I think that you'll see a lot where you're probably telling other people, just slow down. Take a break. If you've been feeling more tired lately, take a nap. Let yourself, please. Mercury, as of Tuesday, is going to retrograde back into Taurus. That's a great time for you to take a nap. It's also a great time for you to reflect on procedures and on the structures of your life, actual structures, like maybe your house, or different ways of, like, different designs or decorations that you put up. Even you could do that. It's just taking inventory of the structures that you set in your life, and are they still strong? What is working and what is not? It's also, like I said, a time for rest, especially you are always you, and you rule healing energy, cultivating energy. What have you cultivated? Has it been effective? Looking back to see, have I really gotten to the heart of the matter? And if I didn't, this is a wonderful time to inquire, because the whole time, Pluto is still trying to Mercury. So that gives you this superpower to really dig down and get the answers you want. And I know you love research. So what a fantastic week for you to really dig down into the nitty-gritty details, especially concerning healing yourself, or legitimately healing the structures of your life, healing your finances, checking out, like doing like a forensic investigation, balancing those checkbooks. I know that that's not intensely gratifying work. I guess that depends on who you are, but you'll have the mindset and you'll be able to move slow enough to be able to focus on those things. Saturday, Sunday, coming up, tomorrow and Sunday, you're going to have a beautiful time because Mercury is conjunct the sun. It's not retrograde back into Taurus yet. It is still retrograde, but the sun is heading into Gemini, and it's conjuncting at the same degrees, 0 degrees. It is conjuncting with Mercury. So you have the sun illuminating, like think of brightness, think of the light bulb over your head. Being able to see things, understand things, get things, realize things with that trine to Pluto, especially those darker aspects of your character, other people's characters, or of the situations around you, or those things that had been hidden from you that were always obscured and you couldn't really completely understand. Bam! This is when you solve the puzzle. This is it. This is such a bright, beautiful, aha, now I get it, now I understand, now I have the information I need, period. Saturday, Sunday into Monday, and then Tuesday, Mercury is retrograde all the way back into Taurus. When you slow down a little bit, let your pace slow down, and you can really do a really beautiful review of what is making you feel secure in life and what, if anything, are you wasting your energy on. Okay, let's get into the cards. Virgo. 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 Believe in yourself. This is you. You're planting seeds, and this is a great time to plant seeds. It is. It's a beautiful week to plant seeds, and I think this is maybe even planting seeds in your head or in somebody else's head, but that can get a little dark. This is take a leap of faith in reverse. It doesn't mean that it's a bad luck period, but it does mean it's not a time to leap. It's not a time to take chances. It's not a great time to take risks. You're good at navigating, or you're good at risk management or risk evaluation anyway. And so ultimately what I think is you could legitimately be doing some risk evaluation, some insurance fraud, like deep dive into, let's see the actual value of things. That's that kind of energy. So if somebody's trying to put one over on you, you're going to catch it out. Not a good time to take a leap of faith. Wherever you're planting your seeds, this will be something that you have planned out already. Okay. Virgo. 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 I just heard this. Something might also get uprooted. Something that you planted, or it may not get uprooted. It could get uprooted by Pluto, but by the cosmos. But you may be the one that uproots it. You may be the one that says, I planted my seeds in the wrong place, and now I don't want to be here anymore. I don't feel comfortable. It's not about taking a risk, and it's not even about making change, both of which, two things that you can't stand. But ultimately, I need to do it right. I need to put this seed someplace healthy, and I don't want to do it here. So basically, you will have, especially conjunct the sun over this weekend, the strength and authority of character and a level of courage that you don't normally have to say, I can do better. And be willing to move or change. We have be loyal to what you love. So this could have to do with being incited by your family, or it could have to do with being for your family, doing something that is better for your family. Loyal to what you love, being steadfast, being true, care about them, care about how you take care of them, wanting to make sure that you are in the absolute, that you're in the best position possible for them. Tend to the small things. This is something about sickness. This could be you actually deciding to tend to somebody who you love that is sick. Take care of somebody, maybe become a full-time caretaker of somebody, or decide to prioritize somebody's health over making any general progress in your life, or taking a leap forward, or advancing in some ways. It's almost like, no, I have to be loyal and take care of somebody that I care about. That's okay. Deciding to take care of somebody. Use your mind, and this would be somebody who's in your family and who has probably had some sort of illness that has been building up over time. This would not be something all of a sudden new. I don't think so. It could for some of you. News could be coming out, but that's really not the prediction. This is when you realize or finally accept because of that Pluto trine, you're comfortable with accepting and you find the courage to confront those issues, especially surrounding a family or the family itself or a family member that have been growing for a while. We have use your mind wisely. So you'll be able to come up with very clever answers. Something that you thought was impossible, you're going to now decide to do because you know it's fair. You know it's the right thing to do. You know you'd want somebody to do it for you. And really because you're going to be able to figure out now how to actually make it work. So you're planning something. There's some sort of strategy or planning somebody's long-term care. And then we have you are never alone. So you're getting help from somebody that you love. It could be your spouse, could be somebody that's really close to you. This is once again caring about the family, healing the family, taking care of them. Heart health. Healing anything that regards to health issues, of course. But the thing is about this is you're not alone. So it's almost like a spouse or a companion or somebody who loves you is going to provide the support system for you. So you'll have that extra infusion of energy. And then we have nothing is wasted. This is Aquarius energy. This is an Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius that you love, or a sensibility of finally being able to see that something good is coming out of this situation. Because my vulture card, Virgo, is like the treasure in the trash heap. Being able to see the good in a situation that could look like there's nothing good about it. But nothing is wasted is saying that maybe the love that you've had for somebody is why it's impossible for you to give up on them now or not want to take care of them or help them now. This could also be vice versa, that you're experiencing this kind of love from somebody to you, especially if you're going through a lot of stuff. This is love and loyalty and family trumping anything in the past. So I got to say there's forgiveness here as well. You could maybe have never thought that this would ever happen, but in some ways you're finding that somebody's sickness or need of you to help, need of your help is actually the catalyst to healing the situation. Now, I'm not saying that somebody's getting sick on purpose to get somebody's attention. It's nothing like that. There's nothing underhanded at all. All that's underhanded, it's not underhanded at all, but it was beneath the surface. There was something that was going hidden, was kept hidden. Maybe somebody kept how they were feeling from you. But ultimately, now it's being sussed out, Virgo. Now you know exactly what's going on, and it's like for better or worse, till death do us part. It's that kind of energy. Or I'll say this, for some of you, you're starting to see very clearly if somebody in your life is worth a damn based on whether or not they stood by you and took care of you and wanted to help you when the going is rough, especially if you're going through something really horrible right now. And you'll know who your friends are, because they'll be the ones that are calling you and keeping in touch, whereas other people will be they won't even know. They won't even it's almost like qualifying I know who cares, because but ultimately that could also be what leads to healing as well, because what if somebody thought you didn't care about them? There's a whole kind of those hidden cracks that could be exposed right now that are really going to get to the heart of the matter that maybe even you yourself didn't realize existed. That's how Pluto works. Sing your own song. Pluto works by coming up from the depths that were so deep and so dark that you didn't even know they were there, because you had either ignored them or repressed them. You were happy not to look at them. And that's the cracks that Pluto actually comes up and grabs you on. So that's the kind of thing that could surprise you. But with the sun, with a trine to Pluto and the sun conjunct Mercury, I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be courage and value that you are able to discover in places, parts of yourself that you never realized were that strong. And it could even be some actual value that you discover in unexpected places, especially when Mercury retrogrades back into Taurus. You could find just a value or money that you didn't realize you had. So this is Sing Your Own Song, Gemini energy, kind of speaks to Mercury in Gemini right now. Finally being, this speaks of liberation. Finally being able to let it out, finally being able to hear from somebody. Maybe somebody expect a call from them. Being able to communicate, mostly finally being able to express yourself in a way that you don't feel repressed, or you don't feel pushed down, or you don't feel afraid. Something about you in this energy finally feels free. For some of you, you could finally be free from the responsibility of having to take care of somebody who is sick or ill, because the sickness or the illness is cured or has been taken care of. Okay, so that can be some really, really beautiful news. And then we have, maybe you're going somewhere. We have Sagittarius energy, traveling. Okay, let's put that there. We have 9, which is basically things have come full circle and they're about to close out. You're right at the end of something. Something is almost to completion, or you've done all that you can do. The rest is Spirit's job to bring it to full completion. And then there is 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So this is an energy of awakening to a new reality, or becoming aware of something that you otherwise were not aware of. But 2 is also this sense of kind of completion of maybe a cycle, maybe a friendship, feeling finally comfortable enough to let something go or let something be finished. And then we have Sagittarius energy and Scorpio energy. It's kind of, once again, retrograding, but ultimately the way to work things out is to bring them up. This is something resurrecting from the dead, and then you taking an overview look at it and saying, or you taking it, you're basically looking over something that you thought was dead, but now you feel it wasn't. So something that you thought was over, but now you know, when you take a broad look at it, there still had to be stuff here that had to be sorted out and you had to go through. Sagittarius energy, this could be traveling, maybe traveling to go see somebody, somebody who is at a distance from you, maybe even in a foreign country, all of a sudden coming back into your life somehow, or you coming back into theirs. And then we have Orion. Yeah, this is definitely damage, especially trauma, labels that are placed all over you from childhood. Right? And then we have sun, moon, and stars. So something is aligning, sun especially, moon and stars is all aligning. This is coming up from the depths. So definitely things that you went through childhood, the sun, the position of the stars is kind of, those are the cracks. That's what they're bringing up. And then this is Gemini. Yeah. It's all right here. Orion, Gemini. Orion was the hunter. Orion was the hunter. And Gemini is the season, the stars, something about the stars, and wisdom enough to read the stars, wisdom enough to read the signs and figure something out. Also maybe talking to somebody, a divine counterpart or a twin. And love is here. This is definitely about companionship. It's about something written in the stars. Ugly, terrible, maybe a terrible way you treated somebody or a terrible way that they treated you. Especially from childhood, being able to, it's almost like meet your twin, look at a reflection, see somebody, look them in the eye. It's like a chance meeting that finally gives way to your wisdom and understanding of a circumstance. And then love is here, and love is about the connection between both sides of yourself. My dog scared me. Finding, almost like finding a unified vision. Okay. I need you to clarify. What is this stars? What is going on? What is happening? There's some sort of conversation. or a friendship. This was 8, finding a light in the dark, finding hope where you thought there was no hope. Maybe by calling a friend or reaching out to somebody or talking to somebody, finding hope, or at least finding the truth of the situation, ultimately standing up against darkness. That's what this card is not letting the sense of doom and gloom get to you, finding the light in the dark, finding hope. Okay, but of what? Because I really do want specifics at this point, God. Can you just please guide me to it? The specifics, something to do with the house. So this is Cancerian energy, something to do with stepping in, taking care of somebody, taking care of them, something about taking care of them, trying to protect them, trying to watch out for them, you know, something about watching out for them, looking out for them, or somebody is looking out for you, somebody who looked out for you, being the hope for somebody who looked out for you. Maybe this is the care of a parent. I don't know. Can we be more specific for Virgo, please? Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, I know this may have come out. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And there's another deck I want to consult. I want to know specifically, God, who is this about? These are using my Who cards. Something from the past. And now something's all in reverse now. I don't like that energy. Somebody from the past, Broken Arrow and Autumn. Embrace the energy of peace and release the old and rest. This is something that you thought was over and done, which is why Scorpionic energy is here resurrecting this. This is great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. It's like somebody didn't learn. This was hard to learn, a lesson that was unlearned. Harness mystic power. It's like somebody ignored their own power. And then traitor, exchange energy or create abundance. It's like somebody has cut off their power because they didn't want to be connected or stay connected or connect or make peace to somebody else. They didn't want to make peace with somebody else. This is like holding a grudge. This is definitely somebody that either you or they cut off all ties with because they held a grudge. Somebody was holding a grudge, and that grudge is going to leap up and fucking grab you like a zombie arm. I'm going to go to tarot. I hope you guys come with me. I'll see you there.